And good evening, or good day, or goodbye, or whatever it is in your home while you're watching this. This is December 12th, Historical Commission, and we are officially a quorum, so we will begin. And we'll start with the minutes of October meeting. And everybody got those in the email, did you? Yes? I'm seeing nods. Were there any concerns?
We just fallen asleep.
I don't know. Oh, that's it, nodding off. If not, do I have a motion to accept?
Move to accept.
Second?
I'll second.
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good, done. Easy. All right, let's take a look at the financial update. McKenna, this looks very nice. We're going to be spoiled now.
No.
So we have essentially, as you can see it, guys, two numbers that are active. One is our gifts account for $1,750 and change, and the other is under archival restoration and preservation. That's $14,000. A lot of that is actually encumbered, as we will see. But
And then I have a note that we haven't received the annual $5,000 donation.
Not yet.
Okay.
He's supposed to be in sometime after tomorrow. He's in Florida right now
Yeah.
to drop
Okay.
off the check for Laura.
Okay.
I had email conversation with him last week.
Okay, so that would go into the account ending in 8800. So we don't have that one up. But when we do, we'll add
yeah,
it.
okay. Yeah. No, it's a late in the year donation. Just gets it in under the wire.
Okay, but it will be for
But
this year.
Yeah.
It won't be, okay.
Well, I don't know if it's going forward for next year. I don't know which year it goes in.
Question,
Yep.
just as a point of reference, I don't see an account 7788000 on that sheet.
Yes, well, some of the accounts that were zeroed out, I didn't include.
Okay.
So once that balance, if that balance gets added, I'll add it to the next for January.
And I want to check and see
This is
where
the
the,
5,000
Which
is
account is
supposed
that?
to be going
Um,
in, revenue in. And revenue
I'm not
out.
sure if it's going to go into an account with us or if it's going into Aura's account.
578.
There's a kind of a
It's
flow
revenue
between the
out.
two of us on
Okay.
this deal.
Revenue in is
what is-
77880.
Oh, okay.
What is the account
Okay.
for?
That's only for
Oh,
the
preservation.
Okay.
This is the
Archival.
present.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, no.
document preservation.
Okay, so that account ending in 8800 is just for revenue in.
Okay.
So once it's in,
We have
if
another
it
one.
moves,
So it goes
yeah.
into the archival account?
So
Yeah,
I'll
probably
update
going
it
to
as
go
soon as
into
it
the
comes in. I'll update it.
5813.
Okay.
Yeah. So I still probably won't put that account in since it's just.
It's really not ours. It's
Yeah.
Right. Well, it's kind of combined.
between us and Aura.
Okay.
Because, okay, so, I mean, we have enough money to do the kind of preservation documents that we want to do right now. And we're pleased to get the money from the town meeting and this $5,000 donation. This is the third year of that donation.
Yeah.
Significant money. All right, do I have a motion to accept the treasurer's report?
So moved.
And a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous.
Wonderful job.
Super.
Looks good.
We haven't had a really good report since Dave Butler passed.
Yeah, I know, this is
Been a
nice. Third on the agenda, town common update for lighting. I had a discussion with Dan Guyan, and we were talking about getting lighting off of the flagpole that would be solar controlled lighting. You can buy a solar piece, picks up the solar energy, goes on at night. And I suggested we got two, one uplighting the flag and the other downlighting onto the common. So he and I'll kind of work out what they're not expensive, and I'm sure we can go and prey upon somebody to put it in their budget and pay for it.
So this will be lighting the
It'll just,
patio.
yeah, it'll just light that little area and the flag, which I think will be really nice.
That's actually
It's
supposed
very
to be
dark
yellow.
up there, very dark.
They don't take that flag down,
No.
and that, I law should have a light on it at all times.
So that's where that's going, that's why it's on it. Historic District progress, no response from Boston recently. They just say we're in the queue, but we've been in the queue over a year and a half. I have no idea. I know they have lost some people, and I did see their most recent statement of what they're working on and places that they brought through, but it was very small, 2 or 3 projects that they had. Usually they have 5 or 6. And my only guess is that they're slow to a crawl. So we will just pray that the next year will be better. But I have it in here anyway, asking also for ideas for 2018. If anybody's got any thoughts. And to help you on that, I'm going to mention the Black Tavern is thinking for the Strawberry Festival in June. Usually we use the barn for collectibles and antique sale, and that's kind of a tired thing. Nobody wants furniture anymore, nobody wants glassware, it's like, it's the same old, same old. So we kind of break it and freshen it up. And we were considering having some kind of a display in there that would be kind of a cooperative adventure between us, the commission, the Black Tavern itself, and the Webster Dudley Historical Society. They recently sent out a thing on their minutes for a meeting that I had missed, indicating that they were looking at a program on boomers photos, people from the baby boom generation. And I loved the idea. I said, great. So I went to their meeting this morning. I only get to about 3 of those a year, so they were shocked to see me and said, hey, here's the deal. The tavern is inviting you people to participate in June at the Strawberry Festival with a display in the barn. The tavern will do something, and we as the commission can do something, especially we might be able to toot our horn about the coming district, put some maps out and get people excited. They were really happy to hear that. I think it's a great idea, so we'll pursue that for June.
Well, we got lots of time to.
Well, we don't have lots of time.
Well,
but,
yeah, I know.
but we got more time than normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have months, 5 months really to prep it. So that would be good. Then they get some exposure that they never get. And I said, you got it. There are a lot of Webster people that come to the Strawberry Festival. And they're not just Dudley folk. So I think that will be a nice opportunity to get 3 groups that are all interested in the same history of the area in one place at one time, and display some photos and whatever else they've got. I said, you can set up a table to get people to sign up for your, support you and do whatever. And I think it'll be great. So think June, and we'll see what we can scrape up for things that will work with our district. So by then we may have more ideas, even on like we were doing the walk, have things laid out, excuse me, so people can see what houses we're talking about and kind of the background on all of them. Just a real boost. It'll be fun. So,
While we're discussing the Webster Dudley Historical Society, could you give us an update on what they're trying to do in Webster?
well, right now they're winterizing their little red schoolhouse. So it's a question of putting antifreeze in the Johns. It's the yearly discussion. It's always fun. I go, oh, it must be that time of the year again. Good, because they close that down. But they're a small group. It takes a lot of doing to get something organize it. The good news, though, that they gave me was that Webster is in the process of putting in another historical commission. They haven't had one in maybe 30 years. So Ron Haru, who's involved in the Webster Dudley Historical Society, has volunteered for their commission. Now he has to find 2 more people to officially be a commission. And I said, well, we invite you, once you organize, to meet with us. And we'll talk to you about what we're doing, because quite surprisingly, none of them at this meeting had any idea what we do. They didn't know anything about the demo process. They didn't know anything about our preservation initiatives, and they were shocked to hear what goes on.
Do they have any demolition bylaws on the books?
I don't think they have anything. So they will be looking to us to give them examples of things to organize and to set their mission statement. Yep.
Excuse me. Webster's in the process of building a new library.
Yes.
Are the people in charge of the library and/or the Webster Dudley Historical Society considering enlarging their historical displays within the new library?
No idea. I mean, we were fortunate to be in on the drawing stage of our library, but I don't know if anybody in Webster has worked.
I mean, I'm just assuming that at least what's there now in the old library is going to continue into the new one. But
Yeah.
I'm wondering if...
Oh, the material will be there, what do they do with it?
But their
$64
plans,
question.
I would think at this stage, their plans are in the 90% finalized stage. So I don't know if they even ever considered environmentally protecting documents in a separate room like we have in Dudley or
I'm not-
any of that.
I'm not even just thinking documents. Have you ever been to the Oxford Library,
Yeah,
the historical room?
yeah,
I was thinking more on lines. They've got a new library going in. This is your chance.
yeah.
Get whatever you got in that schoolhouse that's nobody ever sees out.
There's no climate control in that, Thompson. And
No, Oxford doesn't have climate control.
Thompson doesn't either. It's a great little room, but
But I was just
no
thinking,
climate control.
Webster's building a new one. This is their chance to get it right.
Right, but I'm
the
saying,
chances come and gone for Webster. If it's not
yeah,
here, it's not going to be
that's why I'm saying,
there.
they're in the 90% range of finalization. Anything now would be a change order. And the last thing you want is,
But you don't know if they had considered.
I have no idea what they've done. But given the fact they had no historical commission,
Yeah.
and no one on the historical society has mentioned it at a meeting, I can't imagine that.
All the
Right.
historical volumes
talk now.
are
Yeah.
set together in a shelf, but they're not for general circulation. I don't even know if there's an inventory of them on the computer.
Yeah.
I never looked.
But this would be one of the first things they should do.
So
So,
ours aren't for general circulation either. You have to use them in the history room.
yeah.
But
And even then, you gotta know they're there. And we're just catching up on that whole thing about getting them into the system, having them acknowledged, so people can actually know what we've got. And that's a slow process,
well,
getting slower.
When I first moved here, I went to the Dudley Library to see what they had.
Yeah.
And I did see the local history room, but whoever was at the counter wouldn't let me in.
Oh,
And
really?
So, yeah, so I just looked at what was on the shelves, and there was a few books here and there about, like, I think it was, there's one book on, like, Dudley, Oxford, and Webster's history,
Yeah,
and the Dudley portion was small.
mhm.
And then
Yeah.
there was, like, a few other things.
Oh,
And I
that's
asked
in the
her-
main shelf.
Yeah, on the main shelf. There was maybe 2 or 3 books. And then I asked if I could go into the local history room, and they were like, no one's allowed in there. I said, okay.
No, that's not
Well,
true.
So-
no one knows what's in there.
Yeah.
All that stuff basically came from the old library when they moved over, and it all used to sit
Mhm.
in a state of senescence
It's just in
in
a little
a
closet.
couple of filing cabinets. you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but it'd be nice.
Nobody
to
knew what was
It'd be
there.
nice to have a way
They
that
still
people
don't.
could go in and see
No.
it. But I mean, if there needs to be someone else in there, like a special collection sort of thing, or
well, yeah, We're gonna have some kind of a system where things will be identified.
Mhm.
You'll be able to go to the desk and say, hey, I wanna go and I need access to that. And
Okay.
assuming there's no meeting going on,
Then they'll let you
they
in.
can say, here are the areas.
Okay,
You can't check out anything.
right, but if you can keep it in that room.
They should restrict it to the room.
Yeah.
And it's
okay.
not that anything we're gonna have that's gonna be that valuable.
Right.
If it's that valuable, we've locked it up.
Uh-huh.
And nobody's looking at it
Right.
except us if we need to go in and say, we need to show it for some reason.
Uh-huh.
But most of the stuff we have is replaceable.
Yeah,
It's just a collection.
yeah,
But obviously they're gonna have a lot on their plate just to get off the ground.
yeah.
So we'll see. We'll work with them and they've asked to meet. And I said, yeah. We're agreeable folk. We can do that. All right, any other questions on that? Nope. Future events? Nobody's here to indicate? Christmas is coming? New Year's? And the library archives, Michael and I will be there tomorrow at our usual 10 o'clock opening for a line of people. Oh. You never know. Sometimes people do appear and they shock us. But mostly we're just trying to catch up with dusting off stuff and organizing and beginning to think about what we want. But we got to work on the archival process. So
Yeah.
let's you and I chat about your
Okay.
friend. that
Well, I went
archivist.
and talked to the librarian about
Oh,
it.
you did? Okay.
Yes. And she said she wants to get someone from, it was a local school, like an intern to come in.
Yeah.
And she said, I have some work that I want you to do, but like I know how to contact you, so I'll just let you know. I said,
Yeah,
okay.
but they're so busy
I know.
just trying to open the doors
Yeah, I know.
right now without
I know.
staffing.
But it'd be nice, like if we knew, okay, this is what needs to be done, and we could all go in and, I
Yeah.
don't know. But
Well,
I know there's a lot to get there. to
Yeah,
that point.
let's you and I see if we can.
Okay.
It made it into the Webster Times, a mistaken article that they were contemplating
Oh,
new
hiring.
hiring and the
Yes.
selectmen had a conniption.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was not happy
yeah,
about that
no,
either.
that all blew up.
Yep.
So that was bad timing.
Yes.
All right, other business not known at the time of the meeting. Still not known. Okay. Member concerns. See, everybody's heads down. Guest comments. Nobody's in the peanut gallery tonight. All right, let us just say that you have received, I assume, the printout of the meetings going forward for the next year. You have not
Is it in the
emailed?
computer?
Was
Not
emailed
bad.
out? Did they get it or
I
just me?
believe I emailed it out.
All right.
I got something that says meeting tonight, same time, same place.
No. This
That's
is
all
the
I
meeting
got.
scheduled for the next year.
2018.
Yeah, I don't think I got that
Yeah.
either.
Okay, maybe it did. Anyway,
We'll make copies of this now
it's the second
before
Tuesday.
you leave.
Okay,
Second Tuesday of every month.
Second
still.
Tuesday of every
6:30.
month.
Okay.
We'll
Here.
go print
Oh,
some
maybe
in a
was it
minute.
attached to that? Was it attached to that?
Don't, no, not yet. We'll finish this
If
meeting.
it was, I didn't look at it.
Then we should
Okay, I
be-
didn't look
You
either.
could keep it alive until I get back.
No.
All right.
We're gonna close it. Trust me. All right, any other comments, issues? Hearing none, I'm accepting a motion.
Move to adjourn.
And all in favor?
Hi.
Aye. We're done.